Okay, I'm gonna make another sketch. We're gonna do this example here. Slider block. It's more of a complex shape, but really it's just a rectangle. It's just some more complex cuts. So, same steps. 4.5 inch is the biggest dimension that we can work with off of the base rectangle. And we can have some more extrusions. So, yeah. And then we have big cut, and 2 internal circular cuts. So let's go with that. Center rectangle again. Front plane. At the origin. Let's get out of millimeters into inches. Double click. 4.5. Okay. And in 1 inch up we have a cut. The cut is a 60-degree cut. And it's 3.5 inches. Some lottery tickets. Okay. So that's generally defined. We don't need to define this, and that will just connect. So now we just define that. So a line 60 degrees from the horizontal. What I believe is 1.5, 1.8. Oh yeah, and make sure you don't. It's not a horizontal or a vertical dimension or a horizontal. It's like a vector dimension. It's the 60-degree dimension. So 1.8 maybe seems right. I don't know. I can't. It's hard to read some of these numbers. So just do the best you can. Actually looks like it might be right. Let's trim. That looks about right to me. Can actually go back with this. Oh, and another cool tip. Like let's say you wanna, like if you click Control Z and then you wanna go back. Like you want to re-delete this and you don't want to have to go to trim again. You can push Control Y. So Control Z, Control Y. And go back and forth through your drawing. There are 2 circles in here. Let's make sure they're not defined by anything when you place them. So 1 inch and 1/2 inch. One inch up, 3.5 over. Let's keep it on the outside of the drawing. 1 inch, 1/2 inch. Okay. That's it. There's your part. Now we can do the defining of it. And the part is fully defined. Added a small dimension of 1.25 from the center line. And you can do whatever you want with the boss base. Extrude the block. There's your slider block. It actually does have a thickness, I think, but I cannot see it. I'm gonna go with 0.65. Probably thinner. It's definitely thinner. But I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Like, I can't read that. I'll do 0.35. Yeah. So there you go. Can't read it, but I think it's about 0.25. So that's the slider block. And now let's do a new one. New part. The front plane. Okay. So, example 535. This is like, it's a C. So, square, I believe. 1.5 by 1.25, so slight rectangle again. Let's look at the bigger picture, always. Get out of this. I should change the default instead of having to do this every time. 1.25 by 1.5. Okay, and now let's look at the cuts. External chamfer, external chamfer. These chamfers are 0.25. Really easy to add. You could do it manually. But also, there's no point. You can just add a chamfer. I'll show you that. So then we can do an internal cut as well. Just ½ inch in, and then a square with some chamfers. So let's do it. So click on all of these vertexes here, the edges, and we are going to add, we're going to go into our tools here, sketch fillet, or sketch fillet, whatever, fillet, sketch chamfer. So the drop down menu, not fillet, chamfer. And it was a 0.25 of an inch chamfer. I unselected. So hold shift, click on all of them, chamfer. Gosh, never mind. You have to do it after, sorry. Can you not do one at a time? I don't know. Sorry, I know you could do more than one at a time. It's very bothersome. This is annoying.